And we are live. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Bassin Magazine podcast. Bassin Magazine, guys. Bassin Magazine is the official magazine of the Weekend Angler. With us tonight, I have none other than Brad Yule of Bassin Magazine. And what are we going to talk about tonight, Brad?
Hey, Jay. Are you doing all right?
Bassin Magazine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
What are we going to talk about tonight, Brad? I got some back feed. Hold on one second. There we go. Hey, I'm super excited to do this podcast. We kind of started this while ICAST was going on, and I got some stuff at ICAST, and we went over it, and I showed everybody on the podcast what was going on at ICAST, and I kind of want to follow that up. The ICAST issue is out now. It's in the mail. It's on newsstands. I'm not sure exactly where on newsstands. I know it's out there. I'm getting a little bit of feedback, but I know it hits on Tuesdays, and from that Tuesday, starting on the East Coast through the weekend. So, West Coast guys, you might not have it yet. It might not be in your mailbox yet, but it's out. It's on its way. Just want to go over some just cool stuff that was at ICAST, basically, Jay, just to show the readers even more in depth.
First of all, we already have a comment from Cajun Rob saying, "Hey, good evening, guys."
Hey, Cajun Rob, thanks for joining in. Good, and we're trying something new on the Bassin Facebook page. Also, we've got them linked directly to the view right now, so hopefully that's going to work. We're going to eliminate some of those technical difficulties that we've became famous for. So
yeah,
our second trademark series there.
Yeah.
But with doing this at here with the new products, Jay, I just kind of really want to show in depth when I can show somebody a lure, even though they're not holding it, they're not reading it in the magazine. ICAST issue is our biggest magazine every year because we just flat out cover almost everything that's at ICAST that's bass fishing related. That's going to help the viewer and the reader, the subscriber, catch more fish, because that's our goal for everything, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. So, I don't know. I guess we can get started. I was wanting to. I had a different thought process going on, but on my end, this is going to be shaky. I'm going to physically move my camera around. I'm going to show people some product.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to show them first just different things that we got going on in the magazine and where they can go to view these products out on their own. First, I'm going to go with Bass Reaper Bait Company, and it's bassreaperbaitco.com. I love Ned rigs. I love drop shots. There are some amazing, cool baits. It came out with a bait called a Dead Shot. We'll just start with that one first. This is a great color. My package isn't even labeled. I'm not sure of the color, but bassreaperbaitco.com. It's double split, and it's got a flat side.
Ooh.
And that's little 3.5.
What is that? About 4 inches long?
I'd say about 3.5. Yeah.
Perfect smallmouth bait.
Oh yeah, that tail. You can see how much movement that bait has and the weight of that tail just by sticking that into that finger right there. So it's great for finesse fishing. It is 4 inches in length. It comes 10 per pack, guys. That's a lot of baits per pack compared to other competitors. You can even Ned rig this bait and catch fish with that much movement on the tail.
But look at that for smallmouth bass drop shotting.
Yes.
That's
try to hold it.
I love that color. I love that shape for drop shotting. That's smallmouth city right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Bass Reaper Bait Co. Greg Werner, guys. He did it again.
Bass Reaper Bait Co. There it is. There's their website right up there.
And there's their logo, the Grim Reaper.
I'm going to try to turn my... There we go. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, there we go. Bass Reaper Bait Co. Get it right there.
In fact, I got
That
some
that
right
is
here.
that is
Got
called the
some.
dead shot. That bait's the dead shot. I also have another bait in that same color that they make. It's a 3.5 inch called the Swim Reaper. It's that I guess their plastic mixture is a little bit softer than everybody else. The tails on these baits just really move. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
See, I have some of them.
yeah. What
Right
what bait
there's
is
their
that?
logo. What's that?
Which one is that? What bait is that?
This is called the coffin craw.
Coffin craw. I saw that. Yep.
See,
Their plastic's just a little bit softer. I mean, it's really cool. This Swim Reaper is a 4-inch swim bait. I'm going to show it to you what it looks like in the magazine, guys. This is their coverage in the magazine. You can go on here. You can read just quick blurb. It'll take you to their website. It's on here too. This is the Swim Reaper swim bait, and I know you see that tap that and that double tap. I'm going to show you those baits because I love Ned rigs, and this bait for a Ned rig or for a wacky rig, uh, that's the tap. That's the double tap, and there's 8 per pack on that. And the tap that is basically the double tap in half.
ooh,
And that
look at that.
big tail, I don't know, I'm going to try to get as close as I can and hold it still. It's in the shape of an X. There we go. And I did throw that this weekend. I fished a benefit tournament here in Oklahoma with some friends. That the way that this tail is designed, I can feel this bait move this way in the water as a Ned rig, and I know it's dispersing water underneath it. I'm pretty sure I was in a lot of bluegill beds. I was getting the machine gun Betty all over this bait. I did catch bass on this bait this weekend.
Yeah.
I only have 2 of these left. Just saying. But this bait really moves in the water and really disperses water. And I did not wacky rig the double tap, but I can only imagine with both ends having that X shape, man, that plastic's just so soft it just vibrates. But both ends, and if you wacky rig that, I know both ends are moving in the water and dispersing water.
Wow.
Yeah, this is really soft, really good plastic. I'm very impressed with Bass Reaper Bait Company. I like these baits. I'm probably going to order some different stuff from their website. BassReaperBaitCo.com is their website. You guys can go on there. If you guys watch this and have questions, feel free to kick back, and we can always go back. Okay. I do want to try to cover several different things tonight, Jay. Okay.
Sure.
Something that has been out for a while now, and everybody's tried to make, and they're out there, whether it's garage made or whether it's being mass produced, but blade baits have really picked up in popularity.
I've been using those for so many years for white bass. Yeah, I love them.
Yeah. You know, if you can get the details right, and I guess I read something like 6 or 7 years of testing went into this new bait. It's going to be Berkeley Fishing, berkeleyfishing.com. This is their new bait called the Slobber Knocker.
Slobber Knocker, there's a name.
Slobber Knocker. And this blade bait has a little bit of a bend to the back of the bait towards the hook. And of course, it has the line tie. Oh man, they just showed a great picture of it on their video. You guys need to check out berkeleyfishing.com in their video. They are putting a trailer on them sometimes. But what makes this unique and different from all the other blade baits that are out now from many different companies is the way this blade's attached. And to me, this seems a little bit more secure. I don't know if you can see that go through the head. So where would be a line tie would normally be is a pin, and that blade goes through the head of that bait and allows it to rotate fast or move current, whatever. It has good action, whether it's falling and you're not. Ooh, do you hear my voice crack? Guys, I've been a little bit down, so I apologize. But whether you throw that bait out and it's falling and it's wobbling on the fall, and then when you crank that blade with that pivot action right there, it's going to kick back, and now you're getting a vibration as you reel it in because that line tie is in the front of the bait coming in. It's got the through the head design is what they're calling it, and it's unique to any other bladed jig. So I was told somewhere 6-7 years in testing for this, but you can read about it in the magazine also. It's on page 32. It's right next to Bass Reaper Bait Co. It's Jay. That thing's pretty neat for sure. Way cool.
Wow, it looks like a chatterbait. Yeah.
Yeah. Those bladed baits, and there's many people.
Yeah, bladed jigs.
Yeah, there's many people making them, and they work. They do.
Bladed jigs just win tournaments. I mean, that's Brock Mosley's favorite bait is a bladed jig.
Yeah, and if you have confidence in a bait and you start catching fish, that's going to be your brand, your go-to.
Oh, absolutely.
And that goes for anybody. They're all going to work. They're all going to catch fish. But when you pick this up because it's half the price of a different brand, then you start catching fish as a weekend angler and you're in ponds and stuff, then you're going to say, hey, this one works just as good as 5 other different brands. What we have next, I wish I could have had a blood tester because I poked myself 3 times when I was building the page in the magazine. These are Murato hooks. Murato. M-A-R-U-T-O. And these are from Angler Innovation Hooks. They have, I have 5 different styles in the magazine. They sent me probably 30 different styles to cover. There's just no way to go over everything that they have. But I'm going to show you their website here. It's Angler Innovations. AnglerInnovations.com. And they sell a lot of everything. And here's their hooks. And I was going to try to go just to their hook page, Murato Hooks. There's 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. There's 48 packages of hooks, different kinds of hooks, guys. You have drop shot hooks. You have super thin wire drop shot hooks. I wish I would have grabbed a package of those. I've already switched out some treble hooks that they have and put them on some of my spooks because I like super sharp hooks on my spooks. I feel like I catch more fish. And what I have is their 4-aught hooks in a straight shank and their worm hooks. They call them the Oceanacy worm hook and the forged worm hook. There are 6 to a pack for like $5 something. That's pretty good deal, honestly. Super sharp hooks. I wish I could zoom in. You just can't zoom in so close to see truly how sharp they are. And a package out of the hook that you can trust on a bait. If you're changing a treble hook and you trust a hook straight out without having to sharpen it, it's less work. It's more time that you're casting, and you're not going to catch fish if you're not casting. I've yet to catch a fish that jumps in the boat.
Except for the Asian carp.
I'm really, really highly impressed with these Murato hooks. I turned that light back on. There we go. Murato hooks, the Bass Advantage series, and you can see them at anglerinnovations.com. I was they had different hooks at ICAST that they were allowing to scratch different surfaces, wood, plastic, just different things. And the thin line that these hooks produced in the scratches just showed how fine the point is on all their hooks and how sharp they really are. And I did learn one other thing about them, but I forgot. So, you know, if you have sharp hooks, you're gonna increase your hookup ratio. There's nothing else to really say about it. If it works, it works. Oh, and they are sharp. Told you.
That's the problem with sharp hooks. They also go in the skin.
I knew I was gonna do it too.
It happens to me all the time.
Okay.
We're gonna have to start unsharpening hooks, you know.
Right. Oh, okay. What I wanted to show you, I'm looking at our Facebook. I'm trying to, my phone dinged and the computer went off. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody on Facebook, on the Bassin Magazine Facebook page. We got a comment that says that the link works. Thanks. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I don't know. Here we go. I'm trying to put these hooks up without stabbing myself some more. Just hold on for me 1 second. And I keep getting pop-ups. Okay. You can find Bassin on the newsstands at Bass Pro, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Cabela's, a ton of mom and pop bookstores, of course, Walmart. Look in your sporting goods sections first. If they have a magazine rack up front, it could be up there as well. Most of them are out in the sporting goods sections. And you can always get your magazine when you subscribe at bassinonline.com. So what I want to cover next is something pretty cool. I saw them a long time ago. I covered them before. Now they've came out with even more. This is Loaded for Bass. Get your line stretched, guys. Okay, Loaded for Bass. FOR. Loadedforbass.com. And as the pork industry went away, these guys became innovative and started making pork trailers.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah. And what?
Oh, I remember those used to come in those little Uncle Josh
pork rinds, right.
Remember, it made everything in your tackle box rust.
Yeah, they were always and stink, man. That stuff stunk so bad. They were always shaped like this.
Yes.
But these guys have came out with several different. I don't even have them all here. Several different sizes and shapes. They're durable and they're absorbent, so you can soak them in your fish attractant. They grow up and absorb that fish attractant, and you can throw it out there. Your scent doesn't wash off your jig, and they just. I'm going to show you how thin they are, but how big they get. I'm going to go ahead and open this. Super thin. That's the frog version. Or a craw version. I'm sorry, craw version. But I mean they're super soft, but they grow, you know, as big as the old Uncle Josh do, and they hold that scent and that they absorb it all and hold it in there. It doesn't wash off. You can dye them. So if you want to dip and dye the tails, you can dip and dye the tails, soak it in your scent, put it on your jig, and fish all day with it. It's the sudden impact baits for Loaded for Bass.
Loaded for Bass, guys. Loadedforbass.com.
You may have seen them in Bassin. They did a crazy gauge spinnerbait. We did a pretty thing on it because I love single blade spinnerbaits. Everybody is willow, double willow, and they have. Let me find it on their page. Yeah, the Crazy Gauge spinnerbait. It's a finesse spinnerbait. It's good. They hold more fish attracted, and they hold them longer than anything else out there. And if you break off, these are biodegradable. So go green, loaded for bass. These are awesome, guys. Okay, loadedforbass.com. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera this time. This is something kind of different. I really want their oh, I went out of order. Here, I'll go back to order. My fault. I screwed up. I'm new. So,
You're new.
I see a lot of fishing rods and a lot of fishing reels come in. I don't think of one worse than the other. As a weekend angler and our audience, Jay, I think a price point, and price point's important. I know there's some very high dollar rods out that are very good and very durable, but if you're not on the tournament trail and you can spend $100 and have a fantastic rod that compares to what that $400 rod is in its use and the way you're using it, I think that's very important. And what I want to show is I rigged these up for this weekend. Dobbinsrods.com, and this is their Maverick series. And I can't get the rod wrap off. That's how good their guides are. Well, I'm just going to show you this then. It won't come off. To match their rod, this is their Maverick series. They also have a Maverick reel. I have 8-pound Berkeley Fireline on this. That's a personal choice. Everybody has their own. But this is 8-pound Berkeley Fireline. And I was throwing a Zara Puppy about 50 to 60 yards on this reel.
A Zara Puppy.
This rod's a 7 foot. The Zara Puppy's light. It has 0 rattles. It has 2 hooks. It's very light, and I could cast very, very far with this.
You had to have catapulted that thing.
Yeah.
The Zara Puppy is like 1.5 inches long. Yeah.
Yeah, super tiny one.
Does that even have 2 hooks on it? I mean, really?
2 hooks.
2 hooks.
But this rod is a 1-piece. It's a 7 foot. It's made for 10 to 20 pound line and a 1/4 ounce or heavier. It has a fast action tip. But the thing about this Dobbins rod is this reel's matched to go with this, but the reel is $99 and the rod is $99.
Wow. A $200 combo. Wow.
A $200 combo from Dobbins. You're getting the Dobbins quality behind that. And they make a spinning rod as well. And this is what I was catching my Ned rig fish on. It's still on there. You can see it. I personalized it with a real grip. You can go to realgrip.com and get these. It's great when you're in the rain. I try to always put my spinning reels with a real grip because when you're spinning, water comes in and you're wet, and that's the time you're going to miss a fish when that reel's wet. And that real grip gives you gription. That's a word I made up.
Gription.
Gription. It gives you gription to not lose that fish. But back to this Dobbins reel. The spinning reel, this is on a 7 foot spinning rod, 8 to 17 pound line, 3/16 to 5 ounce, and it's a medium fast. I do have more 8-pound fire line on it. This Ned rig, it's a Z-Man head and a Z-Man bait. No, it's not a Z-Man bait. It is a power bait on here. I had no problems catching, and I had one that was 17 inches, and I had one that was 7 inches. A Kentucky that thought he was a big bad fish, And this rod and reel combo, for a $198 combo, I don't see anything. I didn't see anything in ICAST that would beat this combo right here. The Dobbins Rod Maverick Series, rods and reels, spinning and knot. If you like just the rods because you're set on a different reel, that's great. A $99 rod that performs the way that this rod performed is perfect for the weekend angler. It's a great rod and reel combo.
Yes.
That's dobbinsrods.com. It's the Maverick Series. You can go to dobbinsrod.com and go to the Maverick Series, and they have the spinning rods and the casting rods. There's a Maverick crankbait rod. I'm going to back out here. I'm going to show you the reels, and then the Maverick Series reels are right there as well. $99. dobbinsrod.com. There's really not much more to argue about that one. So ICAST, Jay, is about innovation. Innovation. What's new? This lure is pretty cool. I haven't fished it yet, but this is Lawless Lures. LAWLES, Lawless Lures. You can go to lawlesslures.com. It comes with hooks, and it comes with the bait. And when you work that bait, you make that bait move. So I'm going to show you how it's rigged. I'm going to show you how it moves.
That looks like a leech.
It looks like a leech. It is moving like a leech. I have tied this already. I have put the hook in already. First thing you do, their hooks come with this T on it. Okay, see the T?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
And you slide it in under their gill plate, under the bait's gill plate, and they have several sizes of baits. I really like this one. I'm going to use it this winter. I think this is going to be a fantastic Clearwater winter bait. But it has a gill plate on one side. So you're going to slide that under the gill plate. And it goes into plastic. And then you're going to put your line through the tail. And it's going to, I don't know if I tried to use braid so you could see it a little better. Okay. And then you tie it to the front of the bait. And you can work this in the water. The water's going to give the density to make the tail move. Lawless Lures recoil bait.
Okay.
It mimics the distressed movements of dying prey, and it's going to trigger fish. I really like this, the smaller one. I'm a finesse guy, though, so that's why I like it. I was looking for a better video to show the guys of it in action. I know it's out there on YouTube. You can go see it. There's many more videos of how they have it rigged and the recoil action that it has. But in the water, they had a tank at ICAST, and they had a little ice rod, and you could jig it up and down, and man, that thing moves. It's really neat. It's really neat. They sell their own hooks and their own baits. I don't know how many colors. I'm new, so it's on lawlesslures.com. LAWLESS.com. Lawlesslures.com. And I got one more thing. I'm a kayak angler. I fish out of kayaks. I love kayaks. I love kayak fishing. I feel it's made me a better angler in the past 6-7 years that I've been fishing out of kayaks. But when you're that low to the water, I believe that glare plays a factor. If you can see the fish, they already saw you.
Yes.
And I looked at several different sunglasses. I have one more brand that I'd like to share with the readers after this podcast is over, but it is in the magazine. These are in the magazine as well. And guys, I'm not just promoting people that advertise, because anybody I promoted tonight did not advertise in the magazine. Okay, I'm not just going after people that advertise. These are Hobie eyewear sunglasses, and believe it or not, it's a totally separate division than Hobie kayaks. Okay, but these sunglasses, these are the Hank Cherry version.
Hank Cherry. All right.
Hank Cherry Champions Collection. I have fat cheeks. I like sunglasses to be able to sit on my cheeks, and I have zero glare around the glasses. These lens, I don't even remember these lens. I asked for them specific. It's your option on the mirror lens or not, but I like the amber lens best. These are polarized, of course. And the cool thing about these is, I'm in Oklahoma. I've fished all over. You go to Wisconsin, and mosquitoes are so big they have a blinking light on them, right? They're playing the in-flight movie. Big mosquitoes. Well, at dusk, every angler does this. If you don't have a band around your sunglasses to hang around your neck, and what happens when one of those mosquitoes go? You swat it, and there goes your glasses in the water. These Hank Cherry glasses, they float. Just like this, they float.
Also, if you're going 70 miles an hour and you turn your head a little bit and the glasses go flying off your head.
And if you're in a boat, right.
I've lost so many glasses like that.
Just a little bit of the tilt, the movement, your hat and your glasses are gone. These float, and the price point is unbelievable for these glasses at $99.
Wow.
They have several different styles of them. I did get these at ICAST. They have clip-ons. They have folders. There's a sport collection. Everything, guys. HobieEyewear.com. All of these glasses are on there. I just clicked off the ones I had. You saw them, but it's HobieEyewear.com.
Yep.
And just a bunch of different styles all the way, guys.
Wow. Nice.
Interchangeable lenses, glasses. So you want to go to amber to gray, foldable frames, clip-on, magnetic clip-on, guys. They even have men's and women's. HobieEyewear.com, guys. That's just some of about 100 products that we covered in the ICAST issue. This video, this podcast is a test with Jay and I, and we want to know if you like this podcast, if you want to see that new stuff where you can see a video of it from Bassin Magazine instead of just reading about it in Bassin. ICAST is our biggest issue because we cover everything, not just specific brands that won. This is our own best of show. We know you saw what won all the categories. This is what Bassin thinks will help you as a weekend angler. So Jay and I would like your feedback. If you guys got questions about products, we can help you. Anything like that. You know, we love doing this podcast with you guys and getting the feedback. And even negative feedback. We need to hear it because I don't know what else to do. Hey, get a haircut, shave, whatever. I mean, let's go. Tell me. So, Jay, that's what I got for tonight.
Well, thank you, Brad. You know, I know you were really excited to be at ICAST, and I talked to you several times when you were there.
Yeah.
And also, we did a live podcast from your hotel.
Right.
But yeah, these are exciting products. You know, so guys, check out the products. Tell them you saw their product right here on the Bassin Magazine podcast.
That's right. Tell them Bassin sent you. Guys, a lot of them will give you like 10% off or something if you tell them Bassin sent you. So, the answer is no unless you ask. Hey, can I have 10% off? I saw you in Bassin Magazine. Guys, they'll do it. So, any questions or anything, always reach out, to the magazine, to I, comment on here. Let us know. Give us feedback. We're looking for it.
I can't speak for Brad, but if I ever didn't message one of you guys back, please let me know, because I try to message back 100% of the people, as long as I'm sure it's a real person,
Right.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Do you have any other products you want to talk about, Brad? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm man. I could go on and on and on with stuff at ICAST. The Dobbins rods. I used them this weekend. I was really pleased with. I have a couple Dobbins rods. They're a price point that I probably wouldn't purchase. I'm probably going to get 4 or 5 of these. These are great for my arsenal.
Well, thank you, Brad. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the Bassin Magazine podcast. Bassin Magazine, guys. Bassin Magazine is the official magazine of the Weekend Angler. And Brad and I both love to try to help you weekend anglers. And also, you not so weekend anglers catch more fish. And guys, it's Wednesday. Get on out there and have some fun this weekend, because you only get to do this once.
That's right.
With that, I'm going to end the podcast, and thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, guys.